$1 trillion. Not billion, trillion. You are worth more than the 4 richest people on Earth combined. If you spent $1 million every single day, you wouldn't go broke for another 2,700 years. The world is yours. Now look out the window. There is a crowd on the street below. People who just showed up for no reason. One guy, dead serious, is holding a board that says, "Give me money, motherfucker." You stare at it for a second. This is your life now, and your first problem is figuring out what the hell to do with it. Within the hour, your phone is ringing. Not from friends, from them. Elon calls first. Casual, like your old mates. "Sir, I just need 2, maybe 3 million for the next rocket launch." It's basically nothing to you. You're about to answer when the other line beeps. Bill Gates. "Sir, Windows 17 launch. The budget's come up a little short. Would you mind?" And then, before you can say a single word, a third voice joins. Robotic, measured, unmistakable. Stephen Hawking. Complete silence for 4 seconds. You go, "Stephen, mate, I figured you didn't need anything." "I need 5 million, sir." All 3 of them, hands out, waiting. You just go, "All right, everyone put both hands forward." Elon gets his millions, Bill gets his millions, Stephen, 5 million. Done. Sorted. You've spent $8 million in the time it takes to order coffee. Your accountant logs it as a rounding error. The bodyguard problem. Here's the thing nobody tells you about being a trillionaire. The crowd outside your house, it doesn't leave. Day 1, 50 people. Fine. Day 3, 300. Getting weird. Day 5, someone shows up with a ladder. You hire 1 bodyguard. The crowd gets bigger. You hire 10. A guy in the crowd starts taking notes on your security rotation with a notepad in broad daylight. That's when you realize some of these people aren't here to watch you. They're casing the place, planning the heist, genuinely strategizing about when and how to rob the world's first trillionaire. So you do what any reasonable person would do. You hire 100 bodyguards, armed, trained, rotating shifts, guarding the compound, guarding your money, guarding the entrance to the room where you think about your money. 100 bodyguards costs you $4 million a month. That's 0.00001% of your net worth. Your accountant rounds it to 0 and goes back to sleep. And you think, okay, that's sorted. Now you can finally relax. You cannot relax. The boredom spiral. Okay, house is secured, 100 guards outside. Now what? You watch Netflix. Finish it. Not a show, the platform. Every show worth watching, done. You scroll YouTube for 3 hours. You do the thing where you open Instagram, scroll for 11 minutes, close it, open it again 30 seconds later for absolutely no reason. You are the richest human being in the history of civilization, and you are bored. So you make a decision. You're going to build your own Netflix. You call every major studio in Hollywood. You hire Spielberg. You assemble a cast that never existed in one production before. Budget? Unlimited. Timeline? Whatever it takes. 3 years later, the premiere. You watch it alone in your 14-acre compound. It's fine. 6 out of 10. A bit slow in the middle. The most expensive piece of content ever made in human history. 6 out of 10. You make a mental note and go back to the sofa. And then you think, there's got to be something bigger to spend this on. The chaos montage. All right, let's talk about what happens when you just start spending. Scene 1. 5-star restaurant. You order the entire menu. Not because you're hungry, just to see what happens. The check comes back. $3,000. You tip 200 grand. The waiter faints, literally passes out cold. You leave before the ambulance arrives. Scene 2. You're stuck in traffic. 45 minutes, 0 movement. You call your guy. Helicopter. Now. It arrives. You feel like an absolute genius. Then, 9 other helicopters show up around yours. Billionaires, politicians, a film star, someone's wedding party in a helicopter. Same traffic jam, different altitude. You buy private airspace. Problem solved. Mostly. So, world's first trillionaire. You are the richest person who has ever lived on this planet. And right now, at this exact moment, you're sitting on your sofa, staring at the ceiling, and genuinely wondering if this is it. If you want to find out what happens next, you know what to do. Subscribe. It's free, unlike everything else in this video.